The news comes to you compliments of the National Bank of the Virgin Islands and Digicel, Cyril B. Romney Tortola, Pier Park and Nagico Insurances, Banco Popular, Simply Secure, and NV Salon, Spa, Nail and Barbershops. When Minister for Natural Resources, Labour and Immigration, Honourable Vincent Olweathley, appeared before the Commission of Inquiry on September 28, 2021.
So this is Memo 405 of 2019, which you presented. And it is headed Applications for Certificates of Residence and Belonger Status, Immigration Regularization, batch number 04. Now, again, I'm not going to mention names, but if I just read out the deliberations. The Minister for Natural Resources, Labour and Immigration presented this paper. The Attorney General raised the issue of the applicant, and then the name of a person is given, who is currently imprisoned in the US and serving a 10-year sentence for rape. The Premier responded the applicant's parents had made representation and informed him that the US court had indicated that they would allow the applicant to serve out his sentence in the territory. The Premier made it clear that he was not condoning the crime, but that the BVI was the only place that the applicant knew. The Attorney General said that the Cabinet has discretion, but as the Attorney General, he has brought this matter to the Cabinet's attention, that this is the status of the imprisoned applicant. The Premier mentioned there was another case involving, and another name is given, who would be applying for a similar consideration. That person was not born in the territory, but had lived here for over 30 years. The chairman said, while we want to be sympathetic to these persons, what was the plan for further rehabilitation for them? The chairman stated that the BVI should not be a dumping ground for persons who did not behave in a good manner while overseas or considered a place that was a home for non-law abiding citizens. The Premier and his ministers conferred on the matter and agreed that the applicant be deferred. And Cabinet then decided on the 99 other applications, but deferred that one application for 3 weeks. Now, I should make clear that the chairman at that point was the acting governor, Mrs. Rosalie Adams. So going back to 1348, what you have is a convicted rapist serving a sentence in the US, applying for belongership under, it seems, the fast track program. And you then have another person who is also certainly, it appears, we could presume, in prison for a serious offence, applying under the same basis. What was the basis upon which Cabinet was considering giving 2 serious criminals, one we know is a rapist, belonger status?
Everyone who were considered here persons who are either known to us personally or whose families we know personally. In this case, one of these persons I went to school with. Things happen in life. I went to school with him.
Sorry, your voice is dropping a little bit, so just speak up.
I'm saying these are persons, they're not strangers to us. The one person here, this is sympathy. It's somebody I went to school with who I guess was caught up in a situation.
Pause there. There are 2 people mentioned here.
Was one of them, I'm not going to call him, one of them I had known all my life. I went to school.
Is that the other person?
Yeah.
Not the person serving the sentence in?
No, the person serving the sentence.
The person serving the sentence?
Sorry, the other one.
The other one. So, let's call them criminal 1 and criminal 2.
So criminal 2. I'm talking about criminal 2. It's somebody I went to school with, who I know personally. And we just thought it was the humane thing to do in this case. And these are things you do almost against your better judgment, so to speak, but the humanitarian in us says this is probably the right thing to do. But this is the right thing to do. The other one, I know his parents very well. These upstanding persons. We just were trying to be sympathetic to their cause, to have their son here with them. So that's what that was.
Did you make an assessment that these 2 individuals were of good character? That's a precondition.
I said these are persons that lived there. They just happened to be abroad at the time.
No.
Yeah, they are good people.
So
who may have been caught up for some reason in a situation.
So you made an assessment that these 2 people were of good character?
Yes. notwithstanding the situation they were in, things happen to persons. It was a sympathy call more than anything else, just to bring some relief to families.
Did you ultimately, as cabinet, grant these two individuals belonger status?
I really can't recall. I really can't recall. Well, several hundred persons. I don't recall if it was done. It might have been done in the end. I really can't recall.
That's just an extract of the lengthy grilling by the Commission, throughout which time Honorable Whitley repeatedly stated,
I have to go back to the record because it was deferred. So we didn't make a decision here. I don't know if it happened subsequently.
Today, September 30, through a release from the Government Information Services, GIS, the territory was made aware that neither of the two persons were granted status of any sort during the government's Fast Track initiative. Quoting the release of the government, the manner of questioning implied incorrectly that the elected government had acted irresponsibly regarding the security of the territory by granting belonger status to persons convicted of serious criminal offenses. In fact, no application for belonger status was granted by the Cabinet in the two cases it discussed in November 2019 nor since. Indeed, in one of the two cases, the discussion was about a person whose belonger status was granted long ago and years before a subsequent conviction for a serious offense. These critical facts were not made clear during the hearing because the confidential cabinet minutes recording the discussion 2 years ago was brought up in questioning without warning, thus preventing the minister from being able to verify the facts. End quote. A letter penned by Attorney General Mrs. Dawn J. Smith to the Commissioner presiding over the inquiry, Sir Gary Hickenbottom, a breach of confidentiality and Commission of Inquiry protocols was highlighted, and this has resulted in harm to the public's interest. See the letter attached in the link provided in this post. With this JTV News Update, Kathy Richards.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Stop.
Stop. Stop. Think.
Think.
Before you act.
Before you act.
Think before you act.
You value traditions.
Today.
You value music. You value education. Family.
I love you.
Service.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
Our reliance on digital systems has opened new vulnerabilities to sophisticated cyber attacks. Simply Secure's security management solution helps overcome these challenges. Our service includes 24/7, 360-degree protection for all computers and servers with automatic restoration, security audits, and penetration testing. Don't wait for disaster to strike. Contact us at info@simplysecuregroup.com.